Hey everybody, this is John from the Lucky Needle, and today I wanted to show you a little trick that I use for quickly polishing up all of the little metal trim pieces that you might come across in the interiors that you're doing. So what I use is I like to use this swirl mark remover, and you can buy this at any auto parts store. It's actually not meant for polishing metal, but it works really well to do a really quick job. It's actually meant for polishing paint. But I like to use that along with a buffing wheel, just a small tiny little buffing wheel on my air grinder here. And pretty much all we're gonna do is we're just gonna put a little bit, I'm going to squeeze a little bit of this stuff out onto a rag. Alright, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of lightly dab my buffing wheel here in this, and then I'm just going to spread it around with my finger. And you want to try to get it, as worked in there as possible, because if you have a bunch of clumps on here, when it starts spinning, it's gonna make a big mess and send it flying everywhere. This does make a little bit of a mess regardless, so it's important to make sure you protect your table and some of the other stuff so you don't have a big cleanup job. And now I've just got these little aluminum handles here for some seats that I'm working on, so I'm just gonna polish these up really quick. Sometimes you need to add a little more of this swirl mark remover when it starts to dry out. Alright, and then once you're finished with that, what I'm going to do is take some acetone and just wipe off all the residue, and this thing should be nice and shiny. Alright, so you can see the big difference it made between these two pieces, the one that I just did and the one that I haven't done yet. You can also see that this is not perfect. It doesn't get all the larger scratches out, but the reason I wanted to show you guys this is because a lot of the jobs that you're going to be doing, they're not going to be super high-end and builds, and you're going to be kind of tied to a budget, and this is a really good quick way to just kind of spruce up the metal inside your car. So that you don't have to spend tons of hours going through all of the polishing phases, because if you were gonna, make this like a mirror, you'd have to first sand it all down by hand, get the large scratches out, and then work your way up with different buffing compounds, and that can get really labor intensive. So this is a great little trick that I use for a lot of different things. You can use this swirl mark remover for polishing pretty much anything. I've even used it on plastic and it works really well. So I hope that little trick helps you guys and keeps you on budget with the jobs that you're working on. Alright, if you like that video and you want to see another one, make sure you click to your right here. And don't forget about all the courses we have available at the Lucky Needle. Click here in the corner to get more information. And don't forget to subscribe right here.